I went against a 80-year-old woman, and she's like, I don't run that much. And the first hit, she runs up there and just slams it over the net, looks at me and goes, I can run when I want.
Yes. This is Big Dink Energy, the pickleball podcast that's half insight, half nonsense, and all entertainment. If you love pickleball, don't take yourself too seriously and think a little trash talk makes the game better, welcome home. This is the place where life and pickleball intersect. We celebrate the chaos, call out the nonsense, and put the fun back in dysfunction. You're either in or you're out. And if you're still listening, you're in. So let's go. Big Dink Energy starts now. The official podcast of pickleball. We are all in our places with our sunshiny faces. Now listen. This episode is sponsored by Blue Balls. And yes, this is coming from Real Play. I actually play with it. I love it. I sleep with it. I eat with it. It's my best friend. If you want gear that actually holds up when you're playing hard, not just looks good in a bag, who doesn't? Blue Balls delivers. We play with them. We trust them. Go to blueballs.com. That's BLOOBALLZ.com to get yours.
All right.
Yeah, it is.
Blue balls.
Thanks for noticing.
So I was thinking this week in Kitchen Talk, we would talk about what makes a pickleball venue actually good. Not necessarily like Instagrammable or fancy. I'm talking like real life. What makes us love a place? What aggravates us? What is like over the top extra? We love it. Just kind of, you know,
Okay.
we've all been to a lot of different places.
Yeah.
So I think some must-haves, they have to have good courts. Like, you know, not with cracks in them or,
Yeah.
you know, if it's indoor, having the nice surface
Yeah.
and, you know, enough room, you know, so like good dimensions on their court.
Yeah. You know, early on in one of our episodes, way back, we talked about a bad court.
The very first one.
Yeah, where they couldn't, I mean, there's no dividers
No
or
dividers.
anything. I mean, your ball is just rolling into another person's court. And admittedly, we're not really good at this. So we have that problem a lot. But even
Yeah.
like just grab an orange snow fence off the side of the road or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like having the little dividers.
The dividers are necessary. Like you got to have your own little space.
Yeah.
I'd say good people.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
has to be like that's the most important thing to me. Like I'm not good enough to where if there's a crack in the court, it's going to matter to me.
Right.
But if I'm having a good time and the people that I'm with are having a good time, then that's what makes it fun for me.
Yeah, because even when we've played up at the park that has no backstop or
Yes.
anything, we've
Oh
had
my
a good time.
gosh.
They're horrible courts.
You are chasing that ball.
Yeah, you got to grab a Camelback with some water
Yeah.
to go get the ball.
We would bring like 8,000 balls so we didn't have to go get them.
Yep.
What are some like nice to haves? So for me, I think like a seating area where when you're done, like you can sit and wait or chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or, you know, small little pro shop with some water. Those are like nice to haves. Like it doesn't have to be there.
Well, I think one of the must-haves we didn't cover is good restrooms.
Oh,
Yes.
that is a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm not a restroom snob. I will use a porta potty like anybody else. Matter of fact, sometimes let's go porta potty. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're good and you're just by yourself. You don't have to worry about others coming in. Unless you don't lock the door, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
So-
So mostly like outdoor courts.
Yeah.
You're talking about.
Yeah. Like there's one that we play at sometimes that you have to walk a mile to get to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a uphill both ways kind of thing in the snow.
Yeah, so I think you're right on that. But you know, nice to have if they have seating, you know, where you can like sit and stop. Like you're not on the court while other people are there. If there's a nice area
For
you
the
know, shading
Yeah, for the outdoors, definitely some wind barrier.
on the fence.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, something maybe that keeps the leaves off if you're in that type of environment, or a leaf sweeper that you can run every once in a while.
I've been at a place where they had like the leaf blower type thing, which was nice.
Yeah.
How about you?
Nice to have, I would say, music.
Yeah.
I like when
mean,
they have
I
music.
don't have to have it, but it makes it so much more fun when you just have music to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
surprised
that.
you didn't go drinks.
That's a must-have.
Yeah.
That's
You
a must-have.
You skipped ahead.
How about something that aggravates you? I can tell you for me, I don't like when things are disorganized. Like when you show up to a scramble or open play or whatever and like no one's there to check you in
Yes.
or you don't know what's going on and everybody's just kind of looking at each other like, are we here on time? Are we not? Does anybody know what's going on?
Yeah.
Like I don't I don't like disorganization, especially if you're paying to be there.
Yes.
You know, if you're at a park and everybody's just kind of organizing themselves, that's one thing. But if you're paying to do an open play or scramble or anything, I think you should be greeted. And then I think it should be organized by a staff member. Yes, we're adults and we all understand what open play is, but at some point it has to be like, this is where you paddle stack. This is how it's done.
Right.
Okay, we're going to start. Okay, let's go. You know?
Right.
Oh yeah, and paddle stacking. That like having a good place to stack your paddles. Now, do I have to wonder? Is this where raccoons nest? You know, is a squirrel going to bite me?
Right.
Or is this for paddles? I'm not sure what this is.
Like
over
a
here.
labeled, you know, and this is how it works, and this is how it's
It doesn't
done.
have to be fancy, but
No.
clean it out, make it look serviceable at least. You know, I'm not going to
Yeah.
have to get a tetanus shot after I stack my paddle.
Yeah, and I think having staff in general, you know,
Yes.
and I'm a huge person, don't overstaff things that don't need to be overstaffed. However, have minimum staff, you know, like if you're just showing up and nobody's there, it's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And if not, though, like your outdoor, your rec courts, your city courts, have good signage.
Right.
Yes.
You know, let's let the rules be known for everybody. Let's not have some people out there making up their own rules. Let's be
Calvin Ball.
Yeah, let's be able to just say, okay, you've been on this court long enough. This rule clearly states no court hogging.
Right.
Yeah.
How about you?
Mine kind of ties in with yours. One of my big things is having staff that like are visible. Like when you're there and you've never seen one staff member come up and like check in, see how you're doing, it just makes you feel more of an outsider.
Yeah.
Then when you go someplace that has impeccable customer service, you're greeted at the door, you know, how are you? Checks in with your court, see if you guys need anything. To me, that means so much more than like fancy technology and crazy things like that. It's that personable connection that makes me want to go back to a place.
Yeah, I think with the technology, and I'm a huge technology person. I love when things can be automated. But if you use some proprietary app
System,
or
yeah.
system, it's like a new person's coming in, you don't just say, oh, hey, download this app. Like, well, what am I supposed to do with it? How do I check
Right.
in? What do I do? Like, help me through that process. Or have a sign that helps through the process. Something,
Right.
similar to that.
I think one of the other must-haves for me, I don't get to see it too often, is like a cigar lounge at your court. That would
be
be
nice.
a great, nice
That
thing
would
to
be
have.
a nice thing to have.
Yeah,
I
Having
agree.
like an albuterol tent next to it.
yeah,
that
for sure.
You can breathe afterwards.
whatever.
Yeah, and I think the courts out there that are run by people, not public parks. I think having specific, what is the word? Like you're not your duper, but like your skill level. Having specific skill level open plays and scrambles,
Yes.
and things like that. I think that cuts down on a lot of agitation as well. So like proper scheduling is another thing. I
Yes.
think, especially with the venues that are indoors and do have that opportunity, but you're going to just do open play and then get pissed when a 2-5 comes into your 4-0 in your paddle stack.
Right.
And, if that's what it's going to be, then make it known to everybody.
Yeah, clearly identify those boundary lines.
Right. And
Yes.
say, this is an all open play. The Austin Pickle Ranch has a great system, and theirs is like, okay, this is beginner open play. And there was only 8 people, but all of us were beginners.
Right.
And so none of us felt like, oh shit, we're going to make, this person look bad or whatever. We were all beginners and it made it nice. Now we've been to some open plays where it's just like free for all and everybody gets pissed at you because you don't really know what you're doing. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, that's not my fault. Like,
That will immediately make me leave. I have left open plays because of that. When you walk in and nobody knows what's going on. I had no idea what was going on. There were players there that was an all open play, but there was no one there even remotely on my level, and it was not a fun place to be. So I left.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, quick last question. What are your thoughts on, and this wasn't in our notes, but what are your thoughts on the people who self-claim working there? What's the word I'm looking for?
I get what you're saying.
Like they self-identify as like, oh, I'll help you and check you in, like kind of that.
Like the appointed volunteer, the
Yeah.
self-appointed volunteer,
Self-appointed volunteer.
which I've seen you do a couple times. I think it's for me. It's a great ambassador program, but because the court, especially in the tournaments we've had.
Right. Well, the only reason why I stepped in is because when they were organizing, the staff member was trying to tell everybody what was going on, and the person came in late and was looking around because she had never been there. So I was just like, oh, this is what he's doing, because I didn't want her to feel like, what am I supposed to do? But the self-appointed, like, I'll tell you what to do, where to go, how to work, how to play, that's a little different.
Yeah. It doesn't, as long as it's not overbearing, doesn't really matter to me. Yeah.
I'm all for it as long as it's done in like a very friendly manner. Like, hey, hon, let me help you out. This is what we're doing, that kind of thing. But when it comes down to, you can't play with that paddle, like, don't tell me what to do.
Like the guy that told me that
Yes.
I can't play with my paddle in
Exactly.
a tournament. I was like, I could do what I want.
Yeah.
The Pretty Pickleball Company
But
paddle.
when
They're
somebody
certified.
comes up to you and they're like, hey, hon, like, you're new here, let me show you around, and like they don't even work there, it makes you feel automatically more connected.
I agree. So I think it depends on, their
person.
the person. Definitely the person.
And their personality.
We went to a one in like a YMCA. Mm-hmm. And this guy there, he was probably 75 years old. And the second we walked in, he was like, oh, hey, I'm Chad. And I'm the, he called himself something, which I know is not a real thing.
King of the court.
But, he was like, and this is how you paddle stack. And this is how you do this. And you can come play with us first. And we were like, oh, wow.
Love
Nice.
that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Super nice, and because we walked in and we didn't know what to do.
Right.
Because we'd never even really played in a gym before.
Yeah, because you don't know who's coming through that door, and you could be turning off a brand new player.
Right.
Who's just, okay, I finally got the nerve up and the courage to go and try this thing that I'm hearing so much about. And then the wrong person could just turn them off to the whole sport.
Yeah. Well, if you're listening out there and you own a pickleball place, make sure you have good courts, good lighting, something to drink, a good schedule, and organized.
Yes.
And if you're a self-appointed ambassador, be a good one.
Be a good one. Right?
Hey, one of the things that we love is fan mail. You can go over to the bdepodcast.com, bdepodcast.com. That stands for Big Dink Energy, podcast.com. Leave us a text, a review, and send us some love. You can do that anytime, morning, noon, or night. That's on the electronic mails.
Yeah.
So it will be delivered to us.
Oh, and you know what else?
Yes.
It's free.
It's totally free.
It's totally free
We've
for you
set
to
it up.
send us something nice.
For our listeners only, if you're listening to this right now, it is totally free for you. Use code FREE when you log in.
Just the tip.
Thank you, announcer lady. Quick pickleball wisdom in and out before you know it. Now listen up. Be patient after your third shot drop. Don't rush to the kitchen line after your drop. If your shot sits up, hold your ground and wait for a better opportunity. Move forward only when your drop forces your opponent to reach or let it bounce. Split step as they make contact. Never move while they're hitting. It's normal to need 2 to 3 drops to reach the line, even for the pros. Advance with intention and back up. Back that thing up, girl, if you give them an easy attack.
Oh, I have to back up all the time.
That's why I like playing with you.
Just the tip.
It's time for Pickle Pals.
Well, this one's a special one for me, and you'll know why as soon as we get into it. But we got, what do veterans and first responders need other than more money? Well, free pickleball equipment and someone to teach them the game, of course. Our guest today built a charity that does exactly that, a nonprofit, sending paddles, balls, and connecting people with volunteer coaches, all at zero cost for our first responder and military communities. Under the umbrella of Guardian Outdoors, which already takes veterans fishing, hunting, and whitewater rafting, he's bringing pickleball to the heroes who've served. From nationwide, all around the world, Aaron Thompson, founder of Guardian Pickleball, here with us today on the Big Dink Energy Podcast. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've been trying to connect on this one for a little while. Both of our schedules are a little crazy.
Yeah, I think you were sick, and then we were getting the wheelchair for the veteran, and finally we're here. Third time's a charm.
Yeah, I already know, but our audience has to know. We got to explain this. You're doing the fishing, the hunting, and the rafting for veterans and first responders, and then the next iteration is pickleball. Obviously, from my perspective, but let's tell our listeners why.
So pickleball is an activity that you don't have to wait for the weather. You don't have to wait for the right conditions. Unfortunately, actually, the whitewater rafting is going away. The insurance company is not covering it anymore. So that's that. I was looking to branch out, so I chose pickleball, and it's just helped me so much. It's one of those things. Like I said, you don't have to wait for a weekend. You don't have to wait for the right conditions. If it's raining, you got indoor places to play. It's something you can do whenever you want.
Yeah, and the community is so phenomenal. I found, you can't hardly go. Some of the rec play areas and some of the outdoor courts are a little cliquey, but not by much. Someone will put their arms around you right away if you're a new guy.
Absolutely.
So was there a specific moment or person, and I know your personal story a little bit too, probably that ties into it, that you realized pickleball could serve the veterans and first responders the same way the outdoors does?
Absolutely, 110%. And not everybody's an outdoors person. I've had a lot of people saying, oh, well, I don't fish, but here's a donation, or I don't want to do extreme sports, here's a donation. But everybody I brought to pickleball, whether they made fun, I made fun of it at first before I got into it. And they're like, you know what, let's play. And it's just exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of walk us through what happens when a veteran or first responder applies to Guardian Pickleball.
So what happens, you go on my website, you fill out the application, I review it, I do respond back, I do need a form of identification. Unfortunately, there's stolen valor going around, so I need some kind of identification, either a military ID, D214, a pass tag if you're a firefighter, an ID as a police officer, whatnot, to prove that you have that. And then what happens is I send you and your family, you tell me how many paddles you need, up to 4. I send them out to you, and then I link up a coach in your area. If there's not a coach in your area, I'll contact a local pickleball place, say, hey, we need to get this guy coached. And whether you're a beginner or advanced player, I can most likely get you a coach set up with you to work with you.
Awesome. So free paddles and equipment. It's a nonprofit. So how do you fund all that?
Well, you guys have helped out a lot. You guys got the ball rolling for me. I remember we connected right when I brought this project. And then I had a bunch of paddle companies reach out to me. How can we help? They'd send me paddles. And then what I do is I package up the paddles and I send it out. It's as simple as that. There's not a lot of cost overhead with the charity, except for some of the things like getting wheelchairs for people that need wheelchairs and shipping out. Shipping's a big cost, but that's the neat thing about this charity. Unlike a fishing charity where I have to put fuel on the boat and bait and everything like this is something that I can get you started right away.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that's important sometimes because, the veterans, the first responders, when they are reaching out, it's typically, okay, it's bad enough now. I'm going to ask for help, right? You know that as prior military, prior law enforcement, we just typically do not reach out. We don't ask for help. Yep. So if you do get that coming across, it's so important to engage immediately and get them connected and on a path to healing. And so, yeah, that's so critical.
Yeah, and I'd say that's the hardest thing for the charity is just getting applicants. I know I've applied to many I've gone fishing in Montana with veteran organizations, but it took me a while to get there. And we just think we don't deserve it.
Yes.
It's here for you. I need you to sign up. Like, you're the bread and butter of what I am. You're the brick and mortar. I need you. I need you to sign up. So if you're a veteran or first responder, please sign up.
Yeah, and I can speak kind of to that on my side. Just in the VA world alone, I'm only now getting all my VA stuff put together and getting what I need for my health care. And because for so long I sat out there and said, well, I didn't do enough to deserve this, or maybe some just inside me was feeling like I was asking for a handout. And so I bet you there's a lot of that goes on with this too. So I'll just say right now, if you're a veteran, you're a first responder, and you're sitting out there, you're listening to this, and if you know one, share this podcast with them. They don't need to be so injured to get into this. They just need to qualify to get into this, and it's going to greatly improve their overall mental health and well-being.
Absolutely. With PTSD, I have a traumatic brain injury, which we'll get into. It's helped me tremendously with that. We have a wheelchair veteran I work with. So it doesn't matter if you're, in a wheelchair, we'll help you out. If you're not in a wheelchair, not all wounds are visible, and people don't realize that. It's the best therapy I found.
Yeah. So talk about, you've had some life, you've had the military, you've had the police work, you've deployed overseas, and for some reason, I think it's your TBI that caused you to be a firefighter. But that's, tell us your life. Tell us the little life path here for you.
Yeah. So I joined the Army. My dad was in the Army. I felt like it was my calling. I joined the Army, went National Guard, went in as an MP, wanted to be a police officer, found out that they don't do that anymore. It's all contracted now. So I was like, well, here I am, joined at 17 years old. My recruiter said I could be a police officer, and what do recruiters do? Lie. And I can't say too much because I was a recruiter for a year. But so flash forward, I always wanted to be a police officer my entire life. I actually graduated the police academy at 21 years old. I was the youngest police officer.
Dang,
Oh yeah, Henrico County, Virginia. I actually had to take off that night because I was assigned midnight shift because my parents wanted to take me out drinking for the first time. So yeah, I graduated Henrico County, which is a large county in Virginia, right outside of Richmond. Became a police officer. And then long story short, 2008 got deployed to Basra, Iraq. And the rest was kind of history. Unfortunately, we got ambushed. I got injured by an IED. Thought I was okay. I had a traumatic brain injury. Spent a couple weeks in the hospital in Balad Air Force Base in Iraq. Went back to duty. Thought I was fine. And then when I got back, my police work just suffered. And they said something's wrong with you, and ultimately they retired me from the Army and the police department. I've since gotten better. Now I am a volunteer firefighter, so it's got to be that TBI injury that's doing it. But
or you lost a bet, one of the two.
That definitely lost the bet.
Yeah, that's such a great path, but it's a path you hear a lot of times, and then I'm so thankful for the VA system and the systems that exist now that recognize that, and there's so much help out there. So if you're a veteran, first responder listening to this, VA has a great app you can get on your phone, and they don't qualify you as a veteran to get the app. So if you're a first responder but never served in the military, you can still get the app, and it's got a lot of mental health help there as well. But one of the main things that I found is not getting too internal and being external, and taking those little leaps of faith to get out there, get on a court, especially pickleball, and you'll find your people right away.
Yeah, absolutely. 110%.
Now, the bad side of running a business sometimes, have you ever had to turn away somebody that applied?
Not yet. I've had people apply and then they didn't respond with their ID, and I understand that. We have to go through the steps. Unfortunately, I had an incident many years ago where I lent a veteran money and it turns out they weren't a veteran, and I basically had to threaten to expose them to get the money back. So I don't play with it's not, if I ask for your ID, it's not because I don't believe you. It's just a verification process that we have to go through because unfortunately people do lie. Haven't had to turn anybody away yet. I will say that with the fishing industry, veterans and first responders are just like us. You're going to get the people in there that are assholes. I'll say it if I'm allowed to say that.
Yep.
And I'm not afraid to call them out. And I tell my civilian counterparts, if someone's acting like an asshole, then call them out. So I have had to say, hey, you're not welcome back on any of our events anymore. And I'm not afraid to say it. Just because we are veterans in law enforcement, that doesn't make us better than anybody else. It actually holds us to a higher standard, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with pickleball, no, the community's been great.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much there that can be unpacked but we only have a short amount of time. So, with the reintegration stuff that we see, the challenges with that, the PTSD, the physical injuries, obviously what you're seeing is the mental health aspect of course, too, with getting people connected to pickleball. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So a little backstory on that. I went through what I call the hyperfixation graveyard. I have gone through more hobbies than anybody in my life. In fact, everybody, my best friend Travis, who's in the Army with me, he jokes. He's like, you've done scuba diving, you've done shooting sports, you've done, I did hockey for a little while. I went to one match, but I had all the gear. I buy all the best gear and I just get into this stuff. And the problem with every hobby I've done is it's been weather dependent. It's been, you can only do on the weekends. You got shooting matches on the weekend. Well, if I miss a weekend, then my whole life I'm behind. It's like if you miss a day of pickleball, you forget how to play. So it's just that mentality. And pickleball, there would be days. My PTSD was never like I've never unfortunately had dark thought. Fortunately, I've never had dark thoughts or anything like that, but depression's a real thing. I wouldn't leave the house for days sometimes. I wouldn't shower for days. And pickleball, as soon as we get off here, I'm playing pickleball today. Every day I'm playing 2 to 4 hours. I have to. And when I'm playing pickleball, I forget about everything. I forget about life.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the good brain chemicals, the good feeling chemicals, the endorphins, the serotonin, the oxytocin, all of it's there with pickleball. And again, like I keep saying to people, the community is something you have to experience. The only other thing I can equate it to that I've been involved with is the motorcycle community, where you got two wheels, we embrace you. You're not going to, your bike won't break down on the side of the road before someone stops within a couple minutes to check on you and make sure that you're okay and get you what you need. And same in the pickleball community, we pick each other up and put our arms around each other. So have you obviously by now you've got the good stories too, though, right? The stories of redemption, the stories of thankfulness and all that.
Oh, absolutely. People have told me I'm one of the most well-adjusted combat veterans they've met, and I bottle up a lot of that, but I get to experience. Like I have so much fun at pickleball. I have friends there, and I would have never met these people out in public. I've definitely come a long way, and I've seen other veterans just come a long way. I've seen other firefighters, like they're going through a lot, and they get out on the court, and it's just they have something to look forward to. Like most people, they get off work, they come home. If they have a wife, they're with their wife, they cook dinner, they sit down, watch TV, they go to bed, and they rinse and repeat that. And then on the weekends, maybe they go fishing.
Yeah, and maybe put the alcohol in the middle there too.
And alcohol is definitely a thing. Like people don't realize. I mean, there's 22 a day for a reason, and Guardian Pickleball is about making that 0 a day.
Yeah,
I know that's a big goal, but it's just one avenue, and anybody can get involved in pickleball. It doesn't matter. I mean, I was 320 pounds. I've lost 100 pounds, not from pickleball. I've lost 50 pounds from pickleball. But it's just, it's life changing. Like you want to get better, and you don't realize how many calories you burn out on that court, and you get to talk the shit. I like shit talking. So it's fun. You get the camaraderie there.
Yes.
So it is definitely, it's hard. If you haven't played pickleball, then you have to experience it.
Yeah. And let me just chime in on that. If you haven't played pickleball, if you are playing pickleball and you haven't played with a veteran or first responder yet, go seek one of those people out. They will instantly help you with your trash talking. If your trash talking game is not there yet, we will help you.
And it may get pretty dark, so you may be like, because we have a dark humor.
Yeah, and I'm your partner. Why are you attacking me? Because you're closer.
You're the weaker opponent, so I'm attacking you.
Yeah, we always attack the weakest. Now, and I want to get back to what you said too about qualifying people, because as you grow, and people need to know this, as you grow, those companies that are funding this and paying into this and paying it forward the way they are, they're going to want to track some of those charitable donations too. And so again, it's not about not believing the people that are trying to get involved with this, but it is about helping those companies continue to do and even grow what they're already doing, so we can add and inject more veterans, more first responders into this program, right?
Absolutely, yes. And we also do families as well. So like if you have a wife and 2 kids, we send them paddles too, because it definitely, the family dynamic of it is important.
Yeah.
A family that plays together, it's just, it's hard. If you're just getting into pickleball and you don't know anybody that's doing it, it's hard. It's very intimidating to go to a court and find a game. But now, I can go, if I'm down in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'll go to a court and I don't know anybody there, but they welcome me in. It's just getting past that. So I do provide the families as well. So definitely apply. And if you want to be a coach, definitely apply.
Yeah, and that's great, because sometimes it's easy for me if I'm by myself just saying, I'm not going to go out today. But if my kid comes with the paddles and he's like, hey, Dad, you want to go play again, or you want to go dink around again, then it's harder for me then to say no, because I'm all about service, right? I'm service to others before I'm service to myself sometimes. And a lot of our veterans and first responders are exactly that same way. So that's fantastic to get the whole family involved like that. Make sure everybody has a paddle in their hand.
Yeah.
So if somebody's listening and they want to help, which I know they do, our audience is great about this, and this is a special shout out to you people listening right now. After this, pull your car over, do it safely, and go engage. But how can they get involved? How can they help?
So there's several ways to get involved. If you go to guardianpickleball.org, if you're a veteran or first responder, please sign up. Even if you don't think you deserve it, you do. Please sign up. This is for you. I very fortunately have over 100 paddles waiting in my storage to just go out to these applicants. If you're not a veteran or first responder and you want to get involved, we need coaches. And when I say coaches, I'm not talking about professional coaches. If you know how to play pickleball, you're a coach, sign up on there. I put you in my little database. You get a cool little sticker that says official coach. That's my way of giving back to you. Mm-hmm. And we will get you linked up as soon as an applicant within your area. We'll link you up. You can teach them how to play and just have a good time. And then the third way is if you're a paddle company, we can always use more paddles. And I hate asking for money. We can always use monetary donations as well, because right now I'm paying out of my pocket to ship these things out, and I'm okay with that. But as we just raised about $4,500 to $5,000 for a wheelchair for a veteran because the VA was dragging their feet.
Mm-hmm.
So monetary is there too, but paddles and people are just as important.
Great. Is there a veteran or first responder waiting right now for a coach? Is there an area of the country that needs a coach like right now that we can put the special call out and alert the bat signal to?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we do have a veteran in Los Angeles that I really need to find a coach for.
Okay.
So if we have anybody in the LA area, he knows how to play. I sent him a really good paddle and he's just looking to play. So LA is a big one. I know it's hard to get people. It's a busy area out there. But yeah, if you're in the LA area right now, I could definitely use you. West Coast, definitely. I have a lot of East Coast in the Maryland, Pennsylvania area where I'm at. So Midwest, West Coast, you know what? Anywhere. I could use your help anywhere. Even if you're 5 minutes down the road from me, sign up as a coach because I mean I can't do it all.
Yeah, and remember what he said here. You don't have to be a professional coach. You have to be somebody that's connected to the game, maybe connected to a court, and you can just come alongside this veteran first responder as a partner, introduce them to the community. Even would just be great, right?
Absolutely, 110%.
Awesome, Aaron. What's all the socials?
So you can follow me on TikTok at guardian.pb or Instagram at guardian.pb. I do a lot of charity updates on there, more so on my Instagram, but I also do fun videos. I'll do paddle reviews and actually Pickleball Nikki, you had her on. She's a big inspiration to me. I love watching her videos and I try to keep up with her. I'm like, oh my God, she did this. I have to do this. And it's my mental health as well.
She's going to love to hear that.
Oh yeah. She is such an inspiration. And I talk to her at least once a week. I'm messaging her, but also YouTube. I just started Guardian Pickleball and it's just fun. Like right now I have my King of the Paddle series where I'm trying to dethrone my paddle and it's more for me, I guess. I don't know. People enjoy and they engage, but it also just shows my love for this. And I mean, I learned how to play on a cruise ship. I thought it was
awesome.
I thought it was the dumbest sport. My cousin's very good. He's close to a 4.0. My aunt's pretty good. And I used to make fun of them so much. My aunt was on the cruise with me. And my son was, and they're like, let's play pickleball. I was like, all right. I didn't even want to get off the ship. Yeah. I was playing the entire time. We had 2 tournaments on the ship. I'm like gearing up. I never played this game before in my life. I'm like, son, we got to win this one. We got to win this one. And of course, we didn't. And the court was actually a foot shorter on each side. So everybody else was having a hard time. Me and him were getting these great shots because we never played before. And I got home, immediately signed up at my local Dinkers and ordered a paddle. And the rest has been history. And that was back in July.
Yeah. Similar path here. And not the cruise ship thing. Matter of fact, we did a cruise for our 20th anniversary, and there was pickleball. We didn't even know about it. We weren't even connected to it yet. So I look back at that and kick myself for that. But, you know, the mesh bag with the 2 wooden paddles from Walmart, and then here we are nowadays running the business. And I think there's a lot of stories out there like that. And if you haven't had that story yet, go do it now. Don't crap on pickleball until you go play pickleball, because then you'll come back here and you'll wonder why you didn't get into this sooner.
Yeah, and that's the other big thing. I mean, a lot of the guys at the firehouse, they joke on me. You know, I just posted a video recently of me dancing at our banquet, and they're like, what is this guy? Is this what this guy does when he's not playing pickleball? It's just what they do. But I brought a couple of them out, and they're like, oh my God. And now they're going with me all the time now. And if I could just get the older heads that are like, oh, this is dumb, or, I'm like, well, play it, man. Once you play it, you're going to be hooked.
That's right. I believe that. People who crap on it are just people who haven't played it yet. That's what it is.
Right. And they think of old people. But I'm telling you, you go against, I went against a 80-year-old woman, and she's like, I don't run that much. And the first hit, she runs up there and just slams it over the net, looks at me and goes, I can run when I want. I was like, that's the cool thing about this sport is you can literally be with an 80-year-old and a 20-year-old and they're having fun.
Yeah. All right. For all of our listeners out there, go find Guardian Pickleball. Do it now. Do it today. Then the most important thing, like and share everything on their page and get involved. Monetary donations accepted, coaches needed, players needed. You know somebody that it's one of those two, so go share. Thanks for being on the Big Dink Energy podcast, Aaron.
Hey, thank you so much. Looking forward to it.
It's time for Pick 6.
Yep, it is. Pick 6 is where we take one question each, bring 2 answers, and immediately regret agreeing to this segment, just like the rest of the show. So today I thought, how about this? Things you can say to your dog, but not to your kids.
Now, I had a hard time with this because a lot of the stuff we say to our dogs, we also say to our children.
Yeah, we're homeschoolers, so...
So we've said this quite a few times, but get your nose out of my crotch.
Okay.
I've said that to children. Mine is similar to not sniff strangers.
Stop licking yourself in front of company. It could also be stop licking company.
That's true. If you poop on the carpet again, we're going to have problems.
Yeah, I can totally see that one. Quit eating the trash.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Stop humping. Keep your red rocket to yourself.
Oh.
Your lipstick.
Oh, my gosh.
Our little chihuahua.
Love that.
Tell us what you got. Get up in the comments. What do you think? Things you can say to your dog, but not to your kids.
News you can use.
This just in. Pickleball USA just dropped new rules for 2026, and they're not messing around anymore. As of January 1st for you all out there. The rulebook got some updates that are causing stir in the courts. Rally scoring just got real. You can now win the game on any point, whether you're serving or receiving, whether you're a pitcher or a catcher. No more of that awkward freeze when you're ahead and can't close it out. And then here's the big one. Clearly rule is what it's called. Your volley serve now has to clearly be below your waist. Your paddle has to clearly be below your wrist, and you have to clearly use an upward motion. If it's close, it's a fault. No more gray area. No more borderline serves.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how these new rules are going to affect things.
Oh, one more also. Line calls have to be immediate. No more waiting to see if your partner can return the ball before calling it out. Call it right away or it's considered in.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. That's a real good one.
And now you know the rest of the story. That's it for this episode. Unless you've got something to say, think we got it wrong, have a better take, we want to hear it. Find us at bdepodcast.com or at BDE Podcast on the socials. Drop us a message. We might just feature you in the next episode. If you had a good time, well, samesies. If not, maybe try again. We grow on people. So you know the deal. Follow the show, tell a friend, and leave us a review. Or just pretend this never happened. Until next time, keep the dink soft and the energy big.